Yeah, yeah, way over there. Yeah, to your left. Galaxy far, far away. Not that one. The other one. In the corner. Where humans and colorful dragons live in harmony. Gumandra. Oh, yes. Everything is going perfectly fine until one day the Droon show up. A mindless plague that turns everything it touches into stone. But not all is lost. The dragons try to fight off the Droon, not without taking heavy losses first. There was one dragon left. The almighty powerful Sisudatsu concentrated all her power into a gem and blew the Droon away. Every human that was turned into stone came back, but the dragons weren't so lucky. The only thing left of Sisu and the other dragons was her gem. Now, you think an event like this would bring people together. But alas, this only caused fighting over the last piece of dragon magic left in the entire world. Kumandra was split. But this wasn't even the worst of it. That didn't come for another 500 years. Here you are, placed in this world, protector of the last spirit of Shitsu. The last dragon magic in the entire world. You and your father are the protectors of the spirit. But this big responsibility has its downfalls. You are the envy of all the other lands. Fang, spine, talon, and tail. Hoping to reunite the lands, your father, Chief Benja, invites all the other lands to Heart for a feast, hoping for peace. All the lands get there and you meet this Princess Namari. You two bond over all the things you have in common. Dragons, fashion style, and your upbringing. You end up trusting her, so you bring her to see the spirited Sisu. You get there and you're played. It was a trap. Namari sends out a flare alerting her land of the location of the spirit. A fight between you and Namari begins. Now this doesn't take very long. She's clearly outmatched by you. You're wiping dust off your shoulders. You're thinking about what you're going to have for dinner tonight when help arrives for her. And at the same time, your father comes flipping in, helping for you. Your father backs them off, and everything comes to a standstill. All the other clans arrive, wondering what's going to happen with the gem. Your father tries one more time to sue for peace. He says we can be Kumandra once again. All this fighting isn't necessary. While he's in the middle of this speech, an arrow comes from the crowd, piercing your father in the leg. With this, chaos breaks out. Everybody's going for the gem. Multiple hands are grabbing the gem when the gem drops and breaks into 5 pieces. The Droon were released, engulfing everybody into stone. Chaos is erupting. You and your father try to escape. You grab one piece of the gem and go outside into the bridge. Your father can't go any farther. His leg is hurt too badly. You plead with him. Please, I know we can make it. Don't give up. Your father says, look at me. He hands you the gem. He says, you are now the protector of the last piece of the dragon gem. Don't let me down. I love you. And he throws you over the bridge into the water below. And as you're falling to the water below, you watch him get engulfed by the Droon, turning him into stone. This is Raya and the Last Dragon. Raya and the Last Dragon was directed by Carlos Lopez and Don Hall. It starred Kelly Marie Tran as Raya and Aquafina as Sisu. This is probably my favorite movie of the year. Any movie that can make me feel a part of their universe as I'm watching it is a great movie to me. I don't like sitting on my couch or sitting in a theater and nitpicking things, little things, or analyzing things in a movie. I want to enjoy a movie. I want to feel like I'm next to the characters on the screen. And in this movie, I felt that. Halfway through, I had tears welling up in my eyes because of the emotions that were building up through Raya, trying to get her father back, trying to get everybody back, trying to get the dragons back. Now, about 30 minutes into the movie, Raya finds the dragon that sacrificed herself, Situ, and it was played by Aquafina. Now, I kind of liked her character, but I didn't love her character. She told most of the jokes in the movie, and she was kind of the comedic anchor of the movie, I guess. And not everything landed for me, but it's obviously a kids movie, so the jokes that didn't land for me, I just brushed it off. It didn't affect the movie for me or anything. I still loved her character and the interactions that she had with Raya. The chemistry between those two was still amazing. And like, I don't know if this is true in every Disney and Pixar movie, but I think like they're the two main characters. One of the characters is geared towards more adults, and the other one is geared more towards children. Aquafina was clearly geared towards children. I mean, this is a kids movie. Every character is geared towards children, but like she was like geared towards children. I guess I don't know. That's not a bad thing. I thought it was a thing to point out. Now, my favorite aspect of this movie was the action. Not because it's action and action is exciting to look at, but because it's action in a Disney animation movie. And that's not something you see a lot of. You don't see a lot of hand to hand combat in Disney animations movies. And you saw a lot of that in this movie, and I loved it. And I loved the way that they presented it. Another thing I liked was the animation. Their animation style was getting better. It's starting to become on the level as like of Pixar. The visuals, the cinematography in this movie was great. The score was amazing. Music, everything was so good. I wish I could have seen this on a theater screen, but the movie looked just as good on my TV screen. Overall, this movie did everything for me. It taught me a life lesson, as all Disney slash Pixar movies should. It made me happy. It made me sad. It made me cry. What more can you ask for from a Disney movie? Overall, I gave this movie a 4 out of 5 stars on my Letterboxd. It's $30 on Disney Plus, Premier Access, whatever the fucking nonsense is. Do I think it's worth it? The $30? For me, yes, because I love movies and I wanted to watch this movie really bad. If you love movies and you can't wait until June 4th to see this movie for free, I'd say spend the $30. I don't think it's a waste of money. I think you will get your money's worth with this movie, especially if you have kids or if you just like watching movies. Thank you for watching. This has been Rob, and this was a Novice Film Perspective. Deuces.